What's up, guys? This is D Brown with Track Headz TV, and today we're going to be talking about the USA National Championship. I think this is like day three. I covered the predictions that I have for day one, and actually I covered the predictions for everybody, right? The 100, 200, 400, the 400-meter hurdles, the 100-meter hurdles, the 100-meter hurdles, the 800, and I did get a couple things wrong, but I did get a couple of things right. So we're gonna go over just some of the things I got right. We're gonna go over some of the awesome performances that I saw. The USATF championships are not done; they're still going, but so many great things have happened so far. We got the results for the 100 men, the 100 women's. Like I said, we got some. They just started the 200 meters today. We saw the 400 meter finals for men and women. We saw the 400-meter hurdles round one. We saw the 800 kind of go into its thing. So there's gonna be a lot we're gonna talk about. So let's hurry up and get started because I don't want to keep y'all waiting all day. So the biggest event that I think a lot of people were waiting for was the 100-meter dash. We saw the likes of Kenny Bednarek take it. He won it in a 9.79, which is the world. It's not the world lead actually. It's the USA number one time so far. He did a really great job with it. I mean, we pretty much knew that. He's been running 9.7 since Grand Slam. He's been managing to keep his momentum into his running. Second place, we had Courtney Lindsay. And then third place, we had the athlete from University of Tennessee. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but he really did a great job. I mean, from what I saw, he was running 10.01 or 10.02 back when NCAA's was going on, and he managed to get all the way down to 9.81, which is really, really impressive. Really, really crazy to see. What's even crazier is that, Trayvon Bromell with a 9.84 did not qualify, and we had Christian Coleman who went 9.86 and he did not qualify, which is kind of crazy to see as well. Quality running from everybody. I mean, Christian Coleman finally back into the 9.8s. I think his race modeling is what kind of messed him up. Like I said, he has a great start, transitions really well. It's just his ability to maintain that top end speed is still going to be an issue for him, especially because it seems like the guys who have the top end speed also have the acceleration and the transition. So if you are a great starter, great transition runner, you still have to have the top end speed to be able to hang out with some of these guys. What's up, Cairo? So it's really, interesting, like I said, to see some of that stuff. The 100-meter women were really cool too. You had Miss Melissa Jefferson kill it. I mean, damn, 10.65 for number 5 all time is really, really impressive, especially in the fashion that she did it. Her and Ashley did a really great job pushing out together. They transitioned really well together. It's just that Melissa Jefferson transitioned better into her top end running, which is what made it like a really, really great run. So I really like the way that she ran her race. Ashley Spencer did really well. She just got really big with her arms going from like transition to top end speed, and I think she was trying to go with Melissa, and she has to be very careful that she doesn't interrupt her rhythm, because if you're trying to have too big of arms while you're turning over, she's trying to muscle her way there, and you don't want to muscle your way there. I'm not her coach, but I am a coach, so that's my 2 cents. I think that she just has to keep her rhythm. She's already long. She already has nice strength because she's a 200-meter specialist, even though she ran 10.82. I think it's going to, 10.82. I think it's going to be really impressive to see what she does in this 200-meter dash, right? What else? We have, who got third place? TT Terry did not get third place. She got beat out. I think that, she ran 10.8, but I think just her race rhythm, her race execution wasn't necessarily the best for this race. They were really running in this race. So again, if you don't have like the perfect race or a really quality race, it's not going to work out. Tamari Davis didn't make it as well. But my gosh, Melissa Jefferson really put it out there. Aaliyah Hobbs is who got third place. She did a really great job. I think it surprised a whole lot of people that she was able to sneak in there, because she's always been so close, always had quality indoor seasons, but then injuries really got the best of her. And it's really great to see that she was able to hold that speed all the way through the run. So that was really, really impressive, especially seeing them go through the rounds. Sha'Carri Richardson did not run the final, but she did run an 11.07. Her 11.07 did look really interesting. I know everyone's buzzing about this, her domestic violence issue. I ain't going to talk about it because that's their business. I'm not one of those guys or channels who just starts talking about the crazy stuff. But what I will say this though, I think that is very important to, to, they are human, but they need to focus on running. And it seems like watching her interactions, her interviews today, something's going on in the background. It's very interesting because, again, that affected Christian Coleman. He ran 986, but is dealing with that in the background, affecting his race. We don't know. Excuse me. So that's something that's very important. What's up, AMAX Sports? So yeah, and what's up, Jerry? And what's up? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, like I said, it's just very interesting to see. We're just gonna see how Sha'Carri continues to develop. A 10-9 is hopefully what she can squeeze through as she starts to really get into the rhythm of things. She supposedly is running the 200. I hope she stays healthy. So, only time will tell. We saw Gabby Thomas run a prelim. What the hell? Hell no. So, like I said, we're gonna see how some of those performances go. Gabby Thomas, she popped straight up. I guess she was doing like more of a fly run, I guess. But she looked decent. I mean, I think she went like 11-1 or 11-0 or something like that in the prelim. So, like I said, a lot of tremendous performances that we saw. We saw the Open 400. I was really hoping that Vernon was going to qualify, but he did not. We got a lot of the guys who did really well indoor season. Ja'Cory Patterson. We saw Chris Bailey. We saw the other guy, I forget his name, but he went 43-9 at the beginning of the season. It was crazy to see. I had Quincy Wilson qualifying. He did not qualify, which was unfortunate. He went 45, which was weird because he went 44 like 2 weeks before that. Bryce Denman didn't qualify. Very suspect because he went 44 like 2 weeks before that. So I don't know what's going on. It's unfortunate to see those kind of performances happen on the biggest stage when you're supposed to like really lock in. I wonder what happened in the background, if they just didn't have it in their legs or what, but it's unfortunate. Hopefully they get utilized in the, hopefully they get utilized in the relays. They have the mixed relays, of course. They have the 4x4 relays, and they need all that they can have because Taboho and the boys are not playing. A lot of the guys from Botswana are not playing. And if they want to make sure they keep that kind of high-level performance, they got to make sure that they stay on point. So I think they should have no problem with it, but definitely something that they have to consider. I saw the first round of the 400-meter hurdles. Dalila did well. Anna Cockrell did well. I didn't see the men's 400-meter hurdles just as yet. But like I said, so far from the performances that I've seen, really, really great. Brandon Miller looks good in the 800. I think Mo did not qualify in the 800, which was not surprising. I had her as my dark horse, because she did run 154 before. But I think it's about that time to get a new coach, to be honest. She's been on a downhill kind of momentum track for the past couple of years. If yet last year wasn't a big indicator, this year definitely is. To see her struggle to run 2 minutes is like surprising to see. Again, from running 154, it goes to show, I think, in my personal opinion, that even though coaches are important, environment is even more important. I think she's a very social person. I think she went through a lot of like personal things as of lately, between being married and the public breakup with Brandon Miller. I mean, there's a lot of things that she's been dealing with. I mean, her whole training situation, when she was at Texas A&M, she had a training environment that was pretty quality. This year, no one knows who's in the group. So many people left. It's been the Sydney McLaughlin show. I mean, not in a negative way, but I think she's more of a social person. So very important to realize, very important to like take note of, and maybe backtrack to see what makes you so successful. She's not the 49-48 girl that we know her as, which drastically changed the way that she runs the 800. She runs the 800 a lot more, what's the word? A lot more, I don't say scary, but she's not taking control of it. She's a scary person when she's in 49-48 shape because she can take it out in 55 and be fine and have enough space. And she forced the field to get faster. Now she's like one of the, I guess, average 400-meter runners to be in an 800-meter dash, which makes her not attack the race as she should. Though she needs the strength of a 1,500 and 5K and 3K, I guess. It's just messing with her race, thing. So, again, she was an Olympic champion before she met Bobby Kersey. She was a world Olympic 2-time, like 800, 4x4. Like, she was on point. Survived the whole season. Like, she needs to go back to the coach and the strategy that she was at before. That's my 2 cents about it. But Ajay Wilson looks great. Like I said, I think she's bound for a medal. It's really great to see her back in rhythm. She looks strong. She looks poised. And like I said, that the men's Donovan Brazier looked good as well. I'm really excited to see how that 800 meters field is going to pan out. We already saw, like I said, Donovan Brazier do well. Brandon Miller looks like he's ready to attack. And I'm just really excited to see how they're going to do. So I'm going to be patient. I also saw Masai Russell. She ran 12:22, which was a pretty fast time. We saw Grace Stark slide in there and Alicia Johnson, which I think I had all three of them on my list. So I'm happy with that. She's been building up some pretty good momentum, so I'm happy to see how she's doing. I'm looking to see how the rest of the 100-meter 10 or 110-meter hurdles are going to be doing. So only time will tell. I'm patient. I will probably be doing another live just to go over some of the results. Before I do that, Noah Lyles, he looked decent. He looked average. He looked decent. But I want to also say that because he ran a 400 early in the year, he looks like he's more strong than he is fast right now, which doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to like not do well. But I think two things could happen in this 200 with him. He could decide that he's not going to run all 3 rounds, and he needs more work, or he can run all 3 rounds and show that he doesn't need to be in 10 flat or 9 something shape to run a 19.6, a 19.7. Again, I want to preface it with when he went 19.32, his season's best for that year was like a 9.92. It wasn't anything crazy, right? 19.3 means that if you cut that 100 in half, 9.6, 9.7 is what you're humming at, right? That's not the case for Noah. You know, when Usain Bolt went 19.3, he ran 19.6 beating his chest in 2008. Noah Lyles doesn't need to be in 9.6 shape to do that because his speed endurance is on point. So with that being said, it's just very important to realize that he can be in 10 second flat shape and still give a pretty quality 19.7, 19.6 kind of performance. Remember, Arian Knighton isn't there. Some of these main suspects who usually take up the spots are not there. So although he has the bye in terms of him being national champion, it's going to really take a lot, I believe. It could be a 1-2 punch with Courtney Lindsay and, of course, with Courtney Lindsay and Kenny Bednarek and also Jordan Anthony. I think it's his name, the NCAA champion in the 100-meter dash. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. We just have to see how things go. Even Christian Coleman will be running the 100, and he's really good for like a 19.8. So only time will tell. We shall see, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how the performances are going to go. I'll be having an update probably tomorrow, a live tomorrow, so stay tuned. And without further ado, guys, this is D Brown with Track Headz. I want to thank you guys for watching and enjoying the live. Don't forget to subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.